Today, we're going to talk about something most of us encounter every single day: the humble penny. That small 1-cent coin that many of us toss aside, forget about, or even leave at the register. But what if I told you that this little coin has a huge story behind it? It has a fascinating history, a surprising value, and wait for it, some pennies are worth thousands of dollars. That's right, this little guy here could be worth way more than just a single cent. So if you've ever wondered about the penny's origins, its designs, and how it ended up being worth more than just its weight in metal, you're in the right place. Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the history, evolution, and even some very rare pennies that could make you a small fortune. Let's rewind to the late 18th century. The United States had just won its independence from Great Britain, and the country needed a unified currency system. Before that, the colonies were using a variety of foreign coins and barter systems. There was no national standard for money. In 1792, the U.S. Congress passed the Coinage Act, which created the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. This was a pivotal moment in the history of American currency, and it laid the foundation for the coins we use today. The very first penny, the chain cent, was struck in 1793. It was a 1-cent coin that featured a chain of 15 links on the back, representing the unity of the 13 original colonies, plus 2 new states. On the front, there was a depiction of Lady Liberty. Over the years, the penny continued to evolve. From the draped bust cent to the classic head cent, and even the coronet head cent, each new design reflected the political and cultural shifts happening in the country. One of the most iconic redesigns came in 1859 with the introduction of the Indian head cent. This penny featured a profile of Lady Liberty wearing a Native American headdress, which became an enduring symbol of U.S. coinage. The Indian head cent was produced for several decades and became a favorite among collectors. But the Flying Eagle cent of 1856 was also a major milestone. This short-lived coin depicted an eagle in flight and signified a new chapter in coin design. While it was only in circulation for a couple of years, the Flying Eagle cent remains a highly sought-after coin by collectors today. Then, in 1909, the U.S. Mint introduced a game-changing design, the Lincoln cent. This was the first U.S. coin to feature the image of a real person, rather than an allegorical figure like Lady Liberty. The design was created by Victor David Brenner and showed a profile of President Abraham Lincoln. On the reverse side, the coin featured 2 wheat stalks, symbolizing America's agricultural roots. At the time, it was a bold move to feature a political figure on a coin, but the Lincoln cent was a massive success and is still in circulation today, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in history. But there was one small problem. The 1909 Lincoln cent was released with the designer's initials, VDB, on the reverse side, an inclusion that caused public outrage at the time. The Mint quickly removed the initials, but not before a few thousand pennies had been struck with the VDB on the back. Now, here's where things get interesting. Those 1909 SVDB Lincoln cents are some of the most valuable pennies in existence. A well-preserved version of this coin can fetch anywhere between $1,000 to $100,000, depending on its condition. Over the years, the design of the penny continued to evolve. In 1959, to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint changed the reverse design to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a design that would last for over 50 years. In 2009, to celebrate Lincoln's bicentennial, the Mint issued 4 different reverse designs, each representing a different phase of Lincoln's life, from his birth in a log cabin to his role as president during the Civil War. These coins were released as part of a special series, and they became a hit among collectors. Finally, in 2010, the penny received another redesign, a Union shield on the reverse, representing the unity of the nation during Lincoln's presidency. Now, let's talk about the penny today. Most of us see them every day, but did you know that it costs more to produce a penny than it's worth? In fact, it costs the U.S. Mint around 1.7 cents to produce a single penny. That means every time the Mint makes a penny, it's losing money. In 2020 alone, the Mint spent more than $230 million to produce pennies. So why continue to produce them? Well, the penny is still widely used in everyday transactions, and there's been a lot of debate over whether or not it should be discontinued. Some people argue that it's outdated and no longer serves a practical purpose, while others point out its symbolic value in the American economy. Here's the fun part. While most pennies are worth, well, just a penny, some rare pennies can be worth thousands, even millions, of dollars. Let's start with the 1943 copper penny. During World War II, the U.S. Mint switched from copper to zinc-coated steel to conserve copper for the war effort. However, a small number of 1943 copper pennies were accidentally produced, making them incredibly rare. Then, there's the 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent. As we talked about earlier, it's one of the most valuable coins in existence, with prices reaching tens of thousands of dollars. And let's not forget the 1877 Indian head cent. Only 852,500 of these pennies were minted, and in pristine condition, this coin can be worth $10,000 or more. So if you're ever going through a pile of pennies,